Well, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Rebel Racing Network. I am Eddie Smith, and welcome to the Rebel Arca series, the Warren's Driver Training, the Warren School of Etiquette, whatever. As we are ready to take on Phoenix 100 laps here in the heat. We are under the lights though, so it should be nice and cool. But let's get this thing rolling as we look at the temperature, 71 degrees, so it's going to be a nice cool track. Going to be a little bit tighter than probably some guys would like, as the track gets really cool. Like, it's a lot of grip, and guys are going to be able to really sling these cars around. But we're at Phoenix Raceway tonight. Everything looking good, and we are ready to go ahead and jump into the grid. So your peg leg pole award is going to be Andy Kurtz. Congratulations, Andy, for taking the top spot. Jonathan Cofield starting second. Mike Kostick starting third. Jason Warren starting fourth. Josh Oswald starting fifth. Starting sixth, Travis Beaver. Starting seventh, Aaron Adcock. Starting eighth, Alan Wernicke. Starting ninth, Kieran Church. Starting 10th, Brandon Wallace. Starting 11th, Cody Bain. Starting 12th is Matt Clemmen. Starting 13th, Jason Lotcher. Starting 14th, Stephen McDonald. Starting 15th is Chuck Feltz. Starting 16th is Tyler Rice. 17th is Colton Lanford. 18th, Brandon Pollock. 19th, Charles Stevens. And 21st, Greg Barnett. And pace car is already pulled off. And, of course, pace car is going to pull off. We're going to go down what is now the back straightaway, or the front straightaway. I don't know what straightaway it is, but pace car goes into pit road. They go down, going to go down here into turn 3, old turn 1, and we're going to get the green flag and go racing 100 laps. Andy Kurtz going to lead us down. Jason Warren on the outside. Green flag is out. Andy Kurtz jumps down to the inside, down to the dog leg. You see all of them spreading out as that dog leg is open. Dog leg, a lot of fun, adds a little complexity to it. You'll see guys be able to kind of spread out 5, 6 wide through that area, but it also can cause some problems. But so far so good. As everybody gets out, Andy Kurtz able to get a little gap here as they go through turns 1 and 2. Oh, and caution flag is already out, and it looks like Jason Lottridge is around, but is got that thing going. Let's go and see what happened to him. Thing looks good here. Come off the corner and just gonna get that throttle just a little bit too much. The tire's still pretty cold, and he goes around just sort of a half spin, able to save it. What a great job by Jason Lottridge. So that brings out the caution though, and we're gonna re-rack them and get them back going green here. But 100 laps is gonna go by pretty quick. I think we have just a couple sets of tires in the pits. I think we have 4 sets total. So you have to think about your tires, how you're going to use them. 25 laps per is how you're probably going to want to manage that. But the further you can go, the better. I mean, you don't. If we go green from here on, you're definitely not going to pit just for tires. But you definitely don't want to come down right now and take tires. Or you really got to think about when you want to use those sets of tires. But looks like the lights are already off on the pace car. We kind of skipped the extra long caution since there's no lap down car, so we're going to go back green pretty quick, get this thing back rolling. Pace car pulls down pit road, and Andy Kurt's going to lead them down the back stretch, I guess. There is a restart zone, so watch out for that Geico. As soon as he hits that Geico, he can go, and green flag is out. Andy Kurtz gets a great jump. Jason Warren, though, Mike Kostick able to get down to the inside. He's going to go down all the way down to that dog leg and able to get beside Jason Warren as they go down into 1 and 2. Jason Warren, though, going to fight back on the outside. Andy Kurtz driving off into the sunset. Warren not able to get the best run off the corner, so Kostick's still there. And I think Kostick has the better line going down into 3 and 4. We'll see. Warren going to get pretty high, but he's still there. And bringing Travis Bieber into this fight. A lot of people don't like that dog leg, but that dog leg is just interesting. It changes how the track drives. Normally you go up to the wall in this next corner right here as Andy Kurtz got about a half-second lead. Normally you would go through here and go right up to that wall off the corner like you used to, like he's doing, but there is some speed if you can keep it low off the corner and just turn left and make the track as smart. Oh, we got a big wreck back here. Aaron Adcock, number 22 of Kieran Church. Oh, and my goodness, Matt Clemens just barrels into the wreck, and the number 71 of Greg Froenick going to be involved as well. Man, my goodness, that is a massive wreck. They were wrecking for a while, and you see the 23 there as the 19 goes by, but Aaron Adcock early on in this race looks like he may have a motor issue and going to have to tow, so really disappointed to see that so early. Looks like it may have started with Kieran Church. Let's go back and check it out. On board with Kieran Church on the outside here as they're going through the dog leg, and here it is. That's what I was saying. That dog leg presents some challenges, and I know exactly what happened here. You know, Aaron Adcock not committed to going down the dog leg. He doesn't have to, and Kieran Church just assumed that that he was going to go down there, and they make contact, and just a hard hit for both of them. So, you know, pretty disappointing for sure. My goodness, the 19. Somebody check, make sure that man's okay. Let's go on board with him, see that wreck from his point of view, because good grief. Tough deal there for Matt. He just got on the brakes. That car jotted to the right and locked him up. Nowhere to go. Lost all steering. So right now, Aaron Adcock, you see him sitting on pit road waiting on a tow. Kieran Church as well. And I think Greg Barnett coming down pit road. Matt Clemens not yet pitted. That car still looks pretty messed up. He's going to come down and probably get that fast repair. And should be able to get back going. So pretty messy already, and that dog leg already strikes its first victim. Is like I said, it's hard to say anybody did anything wrong there. It's just a expectation was, you know, from Kieran that Aaron was going to utilize that dog leg, but he doesn't have to. Aaron, you know, feels more comfortable staying up on the track, and it's just a communication issue. Yeah, but just a tough deal, but that's part of that dog leg. So what makes it so maybe exciting for viewers, I'm not sure, but that kind of stuff can happen. But looks like we are getting them side by side, going to get this thing back rolling. We've had two really quick cautions here. Of course, this track, luckily they put the restart zone here, because most of the time without the restart zone, you can go as soon as the pace car pulls off pit road, so they could already be going under the old rules, but with that restart zone, they got to wait till they get all the way down here, so probably a good thing that they implemented it. Here they go right here. Andy Kurt's going to get on the gas as soon as possible, and Jason Warren going to have to do a better job this time of getting down to the bottom, and he does, and able to stop that run from the inside as Travis Bieber goes way up the track. And it's got Josh Oswald on the inside. He's going to fight hard, going to have the momentum off that corner, but Josh had a great run there. I don't know if Travis had to get off the gas, but the secret down in this turn in most of these oval cars, you've got to slow up, get down right on the bottom, and get on the gas as soon as you can. But Travis Bieber does a great job of taking that spot. And so now he settles in fourth place. Jason Warren putting a little run here together. Andy Kurtz on that last restart was able to get a huge run And but now Jason Warren putting a lot of pressure. I have to say, man, Jason Warren has shown some improvement. I mean, he's always been really fast, but I've just seen another level from him here lately as I come up on the lap car of Aaron Adcock. But I don't know if it's because he put velocity on all his cars, but man, that 32 car has been a lot faster, has had some really good finishes here lately. Got a win, I think, last week in this series. And it's really elevated his performance. But looking to the inside, gets a little bit loose there. And he was able to maintain that gap. Go look back here. Good friends battling it out here for 5th place. Cody Bame in that neon yellow and blue car, and Josh Oswald in that Velocity 17. Matt Kenseth replica. Fighting side by side. Josh able to maintain that spot as we are coming to lap 15. Back up front, though, it is still a hot mess up here as Andy Kurtz not able to breathe easy on this restart. Jason Warren all over him, and if it ain't Jason Warren, it's going to be Michael Kostick, who is right behind them. And it is a 3-way battle, man. Look at these cars. You see them sideways. We got a 3-way battle here between Colton Lanford and the lap car of Aaron Adcock and Charles Stevens Jr. They were able to get it figured out, but not without Colton Lanford getting a little sideways off the corner. This battle up for the lead, though, just too good to look away from. I got to stay locked in. As man, these guys, you can tell they are driving their guts out. You know, the Goodyear rep is sitting down. I don't think it's Goodyear anymore. I think it's General Tire. The General Tire rep is sitting down in the pit road, biting his nails, going, guys, take it easy, take it easy. I don't know if I brought the best tire here tonight. Y'all racing too hard. And what a great battle. Out of this group, Michael Kostick, a very, very good long-run racer, can really take care of the car and take care of the tires. We'll see if that's the case here. Andy Kurtz just all around a good driver. We got Jason Warren, though, going down to the apron on that dog leg, looking down the inside. He's got position on Andy Kurtz to see if Andy can keep the momentum up, or is Jason going to be able to slide up in front of him? Looks like Jason's going to be able to clear that. We'll see as they come off the corner, and Jason really, really close, but able to do that slide job and take the lead here on lap 18, 30-32 in the lead early. And Michael Costa said, hey, I want some of that too. Looks down to the inside of Kurtz, gets a little bit of that apron, and he's going to fall back into the clutches of Travis Beaver. So his bid for trying to get second place is now going to cost him a spot. As Andy Kurtz puts the nose down and tries to regain this lead, is Jason Warren really putting the moves on him there. Just a really, really good slide job to take that lead. Of course, I talked about this in the Brad National race. It's when you race against these caliber drivers, especially these four right here, you can do things like that. You can drive hard. You can pull slide jobs. You know the guy's not going to dump you. He's going to race you hard, but you know, somebody does a slide job. Some guys, man, they'll get mad and they'll go, oh, man. And they'll put the bumper to them and just wreck them. And, you know, if that's the way you want to race, that's fine. But it's not a race-winning strategy most of the time. Andy Kurtz realizing, hey, that's racing. He got the position, got his car in front of mine, and, hey, you know, that's how it goes. So lots of respect up here for sure. It's going to go back here and watch Alan Rennecke, who is a really fun driver to watch in this series and is a veteran of this series, in my opinion. He's got Jonathan Cofield right behind him. He's trying to get by Cody Bame. I would expect to see Alan Rennecke stay out of trouble. I expect to see him up at the front, especially if we're getting on a caution or two. Kevin Kenderson just getting in. How's it going, Eddie? Hey, you know what makes you feel good, Kevin, that you're watching this race and there's no 13 in the field. Glad to have you. And so far, had a couple early cautions, but so far the racing has been fantastic. As I can't really find where to put the camera, as there's racing going on all over the track right now. Watching Alan Renecki trying to get around Cody Bain, and this is for 5th place as Alan Renecki up a couple spots. But Cody Bain, look out, he's moved up 6 spots from where he started. So a couple drivers who have made some moves early. Go back up to the lead pack though. 4 drivers: Jason Warren, Andy Kurtz, Travis Bieber, and Michael Kostick. Nose to tail, first place through 4th. So you can already tell this series living up to its potential, what it is almost every week, which is some of the best racing in Original Rebels. It doesn't look like anybody's able to get away, man. It's interesting. You know, Jason Warren goes up there and passes Andy Kurtz. It looks like I thought maybe he's going to drive away from him, but Andy is right there on his bumper. Got a great run right there. Going to go to the outside, maybe try to sneak onto the outside going into turn 1. That is a move you're going to see probably either soon or later in the race for sure. He's trying to get that front end on the right rear quarter panel, someone in turn 1 there, and try to get the run off the corner, but Andy not quite able to do it just yet. Side by side for 3rd place. I tell you what, man, good grief. I don't even need any caffeine. This is the shot of adrenaline right here as they go beside Greg Froning. And Travis Weaver going to be a little bit out of the groove. Let's see if he can hang on to it as he gets the run off the corner. Able to stay there on Michael. They continue to battle side by side. I think Michael's going to get him here, and he does. Clears him. Travis going to go for maybe the crossover here. Not quite able to get back on the gas, but this battle for the lead is still rolling. As looks like Alan Renecki able to get around Cody Bain, but it looks like Jonathan Cofield able to get around Alan. My goodness, there's battles going all over the track. Let's go back here to this little group of Josh Oswald, Brandon Wallace, Stephen McDonald, Tyler Rice, and Charles Stevens Jr. We saw Stephen McDonald get in the wall a little bit. Got that right side a little squished in, but these cars can handle it. Josh Oswald, we saw him up at the front. He has fallen back just a little bit, dropped about 3 spots from where he started. Trying to hang on. He definitely doesn't want to let that 99 by him. I can tell you that. Go back up front, though. We got a pass for the lead. Andy Kurtz looking to the inside. As they come off that corner, Andy going to dive down all the way as close as he can to that wall to get to cut that track distance down. But Jason Warren putting up a fight on the outside. And let's go on board with Mike Kostick as we watch this battle from his point of view. He's going to get on the gas and get beside. Swap over to Travis Bieber is now Andy Kurtz and Kostick side by side, man. Kevin Kendry in chat says, man, the top 4 are elbows up, digging hard. Absolutely, man. This is incredible. Man, look at them there, battling hard off that corner. And Michael Kostick gonna get a nose out and head. Let's see if Andy can do anything about it. Andy drifts up just a little bit. Let's see if he can make that up. But Michael Kostick showing some strength there on the outside. Something to think about going forward. As this battle and stuff is going on, Jonathan Cofield, Alan Renecki about 2/10 faster than the 3 in front of him, so they're definitely running down this first pack. So expect this this little lead pack here to get a little bit wilder. As you see, there's the front 4, and these two have been working their way through the field. Last lap. Last time by, Alan Renecki, the fastest car on the track with a 28.43. That was faster than everybody in front of him, so he is getting with it. go check the lead again on lap 33. So we are a third away through this race. And talk about Cossack and his ability to save tires. He's definitely looking a little bit fast right here. He's got the run. Going to back off a little bit early, try to get down to the bottom. Andy Kurt's going to get right to the back bumper of the 3. But the 3 able to get that position on 32, going to cut the dog leg. 32 going to cut the dog leg too to say, hey, look, I'm going to defend this position as much as I can. Going to drive down into the corner. Cossack going to have to check up just a little bit and able to maintain that lead. Yeah, this battling is so good up front that if you are not careful and you have to get out of the gas, there is somebody there to take your spot while you're trying to pass somebody in front of you. So these guys putting on a show. But now the lead is becoming about a 6-car battle. As good grief, I can't say it enough. These guys put on a show every week. Gosh, that's why I love broadcasting this series. And caution is out, though. Looks like Charles Stevens has some sort of issue, and you see that left front tire just hanging by a thread. So a fantastic run there, but caution out on lap 35. And let's go back and see the Kinder Farm and Ranch wreckage rewind. Let's see what happened to Charles. The outside of 68 of Stephen Stephen McDonald, excuse me. Just close racing, man. It you know, Stephen gets a little bit loose off the corner. You could see his car kind of yawing to the left just a tad, and does a little tail slap to the 88, and just racing hard. That's all that is, just hard racing. Unfortunately, Charles Stevens going to get the worst end, but he should have a fast repair to come in and get that thing fixed up. He goes down pit road, but I don't know if he actually went and stopped in his box, but everybody else is, though. Everybody coming down pit road. Jason Warren leading the field down. And I tell you what, you can't really, I haven't really seen anybody separate themselves yet in this pack. I don't see any driver that is standing out. I mean, definitely Cofield and Bornecki look fast, but the leaders are up here racing. So it's really hard to say, you know, who's the fastest on the track. Everybody looks fast. So it is going to be a battle. So you want your pit stops to be really good. You want to get in the box. You hope that the RNG dice roll of the pit stop timer. So in real life, there is variance in pit stops. You know, the guys come out and they service the car, and you know, some are faster than the others. Sometimes they make mistakes, so it's a little bit slower. So in iRacing, we don't have actual pit crews. So what they do is they have a timer and there's a variance. You can have an 11.8 second stop. You can have a 13.5 second stop. So you never know what you're going to get. So it's important that you push that speed limit as much as possible. Get into your box without sliding through or stopping short, giving yourself the best opportunity to maintain track position. As you can tell already, it's going to be tough to make it up. Well, as we're getting ready to go green here, pace car going to pull off, going to go down the back straightaway and get this thing back rolling on lap 38. Definitely want to thank our sponsors, Warren School of Racing Etiquette, Flexible Freight Solutions, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Peg Leg Felts, Lotcher's Brake Pedals, Thunderstruck Super Series, Kinder Farm and Ranch, and Brandon Wallace's Used Tires. I want to thank all of our sponsors for all the support. Put this series on. It is a lot of fun. As we come to turn 3, going to get the restart zone. Jason Warren is. Andy Kurtz a little bit nervous about that restart zone. Is going to give Jason plenty of room to get that thing going. That restart zone, we are 3 wide here. Cody Bain going all the way down to the apron to make that three wide pass work, and he is going to take that position. Travis Bieber, gets a little bit loose, and Alan Renecki's going to go around. Is he going to save it? He does save it. Caution does come out, and nobody hits him. Fantastic job by Alan saving that, but got to be frustrating as he had made it all the way up towards the front. But let's go back and see if we can see kind of we were watching it as it happens. Cody going to get a little bit loose. Has to check up just a little bit. And that car come around, overcorrects. Did a great job. I have to give a whole lot of props to Alan for getting that done, as he was able to hang on to it and not spin back up in front of traffic. That is a heck of a job saving that thing. So I think our fourth caution of the night. These restarts are treacherous. Guys doing whatever they can to get any position they can muster. Talking about that last restart, we'll actually go back and look at it. Go back and watch that from the chase view as we watch from Andy Kurtz, and kind of explain why is he so far back. Well, iRacing implemented the restart zone rule, but unfortunately they did a really terrible job explaining how it works. Is right here, Andy Kurtz is being told to maintain a certain speed, whatever the speed that is the pace speed, usually about 55 miles an hour, and unfortunately, the inside track is going to be a lot quicker because they're taking the shorter way around. But he can actually speed up just a little bit. He does have a leeway, about 4 miles an hour. So I don't know if he just doesn't want to push it, get a penalty. But that's why he's so far back there on that restart, just trying to play it safe and try not to get a penalty. But he can actually speed up just a little bit. So maybe somebody will relay that to him. That way he can get a better restart. Here we go, getting this thing back rolling again. I can't wait to get back to green flag action. You can already tell the intensity is picked up. Alan Renecki going to be at the back of the field, so he's going to be charging up through. But all eyes on this top group, as the racing has been just unreal. Jason Warren with a great start that time. Andy Kurtz a little bit better getting up next to him, but Jason Warren just cuts left, stops on the gas, and he is gone. Andy Kurtz going to be able to clear Caustic, but Caustic's got his own problems. Cody Boehm on the outside on that right rear quarter. Travis Bieber loose again. Boy, Travis is having a tough time on these cold tires, like Kevin Kinder said, but everybody able to get through without any issue. Man, we've got a hornet's nest back here. As Greg Barnett way out of the groove, kind of opened the door for Tyler Rice to make his way up underneath. And look at this group of drivers. Brandon Pollock with a huge run through the middle of that turn, all over the back bumper. Greg Barnett is Charles Stevens gets a little bit loose, and they're 3 wide. Alan Renecki going to go to the outside. Jason Lautrid's going to check up. But Renecki with a fantastic move, going to get a huge run down the straightaway. And let's see. Oh, not able to clear the 88. Charles Stevens drives the heck out of it through there. Allen trying to make it work, but you see how he's overdriving the car just a little bit, trying to make up this time as soon as possible. I think he's fast enough to do it without doing that, so hopefully he can take a breather and calm down just a little bit. go back up front, man. We've got battle for second place. Michael Kosick trying to take over that second place position. Jason Warren loving this, though, as they race side by side. He's able to pull away and gain a little ground. Man, Andy Kurtz really got that thing rolling on the top side there. Able to maintain that position. Wow, what a great move by him. The biggest lead that Jason Warren's had all day has been right now, about a half second. Last lap by, he was a little bit slower than his lap before, and Andy Kurtz about a tenth and a half faster. So Andy putting a little bit more wheel into it, a little bit more throttle, a little bit more brake, trying to run him down. Don't want to let him get away. And I'm always try to be impartial. And tonight is a perfect example. Is everybody up here I would love to see win this race. Any one of these drivers, I can't pick one. They're all fantastic drivers, a lot of fun, really good guys. You can race around them, have a really good time. So anytime you see these guys on track, you know they're going to put on a show, but they take care of each other. So. Right now, ooh, Cody Bame gonna get a little bit loose off that corner. He's really wheeling that thing. Allows Travis Bieber to get to his bumper. Cody letting it all hang out. Andy Kurtz driving back to the back bumper of that 32. I'm just waiting on somebody who is able to separate themselves from everybody else. Who I can't tell who's faster. Everybody here just seems really capable of winning this race. It feels like it's anybody's race in this little group here. I mean, they've all shown the speed. Cofield coming in, back in the back. We know he's no slouch. He dominated this series last season. Charles Stevens, last season's champion. A very consistent driver. He is running 10th, and that tells you the quality of driver they have. Man, I tell you what, I cannot look away as, my goodness, Kosick going to go down to the inside of Andy Kurtz with a huge run off that corner. Travis Bieber under Cody Bame right behind him. Jason Warren trying to beat him off with a stick. Kosick going to take over the second place position. We've seen Kosick do this every time that we've been able to have a nice, decent-sized green flag run. Is he been able to take it easy the first couple laps and then really come on strong around lap 10 of a run. As Cody Bame in the wall. See some sparks coming out of that machine. He may have got stuck to it a little bit. Cofield able to go around it. Check on Al Wernicke. Saw he went all the way back to the end of the field after that half spin. He's moved his way back up to 9th place, so we'll keep an eye on him. He works his way through the field. Back up front. Can't turn the camera away from the front at all. As Michael Kosick challenging Jason Warren for the lead. Jason Warren not going to give it up easy. We came here to race. We didn't come here to give favors and dance around arm to arm. We're up here to race, so we're not giving up spots around here, I can tell you. Kosick, though, going to drive down to the inside. Warren not able to clear him? He does right there. That's going to open the door. Andy Kurt's going to have a run as they shoot down the dog leg. And he's going to have a little bit of nose on that right rear quarter, but Kosick should have that position off the corner. And does. So now Kosick going to be under fire. I said that earlier. The way how close these guys are in speed, if you go for a pass and you don't make it, you could lose a couple spots. Andy not able to make that pass, though. Kosick successfully defends that second place. As Cofield back here in that 58 machine, looking to complete the pass on Travis Bieber. Definitely seems like the outside is really, really good in 1 and 2 here, in this corner right here. The inside really good in 3 and 4. I've definitely noticed folks been able to get that run off the corner. See right there, Kosick gonna have a little bit of look to the inside, but doesn't get a huge run. But he is looking. This is the corner to do it in. If you're gonna do it, he's gonna dart right down to the dog leg as he tries to make that swallow. But Jason Warren defending that lead, not gonna give him that much room as they go down the corner, and Kosick gonna slide up a little bit. Are they gonna make contact? Hell no, they're not going to make contact, because these are badass drivers. I tell you what, that's awesome. I love to see that as Kosick is driving his guts out. So is Jason Warren, man. I love it. I love to see this. Golly. Kosick, though, going to get that position as they cross the start-finish line. See if he can clear him. Not quite. Oh, he does clear him. Jason Warren going to try to do a little bit of a crossover, but Michael Kosick able to complete that pass. And here comes Jason Warren looking to the inside. And through that whole deal, Andy Kurt's dropping back pretty far, and Jonathan Cofield makes his way up to 3rd place, and he is looking to make a pass on the 32 machine. Jason fighting hard on that outside, trying to defend the lead. Probably got those right side tires a little hot. Gonna need a couple laps just to chill out, let those things cool off again, and maybe take a run back at Kosick. Well, I can tell you one thing: if you ain't enjoying this, you just don't like good racing. As I literally can't point the camera anywhere that doesn't have somebody racing side by side. And Andy Kurt's going to drop all the way back to 6th place. Was battling for the lead not too long ago, and now is running in 6th. Tires are screaming at him. Right now, Michael Kosick with the biggest lead that I've seen anybody have so far in this race, which is about 0.6 of a second. Warren actually makes up a little bit of time there, but Kosick really putting down the lap times. We'll see at the line what kind of lap times they are running. Michael Kosick runs a 28.46. Jason Warren runs a 28.39. Jonathan Cofield a 28.34. So these two in 2nd, 3rd, a little bit faster than the leader. Holy shit, this is a lot of fun. I feel like I could probably just shut the hell up and probably let the racing speak for itself. And you know what? Let's do a little bit of that. putting on a show. Last lap, Jason Warren, Jonathan Cofield just a little bit faster than Michael Kostic. But, man, I'll tell you what, is Cody Bame going to get into the back bumper of Travis Bieber, able to keep it straight. We stay green. Man, I tell you what, there was going to be a point where everything was going to boil over as hard as that little group was racing. And it looks like Cody Bame going to get into the back bumper of the 114 and sends him in the wall. But we stay green. Looks like they were able to keep everything straight. Let's go back and look at that. It happened right there. As I don't have anything to show what happened there, so we'll have to find it. You see Travis Bieber really getting loose off the corner there, and I think Cody may have thought he was going to go high or something, but Cody really just drives it down in there and gets into the back bumper of the 114. Last couple laps, Kostic been able to maintain that lead that he's had, and these two battling it out for second place. As far as gas to go to the end, I would imagine they do. I don't know for sure. They last pitted on lap 36, so it just depends on how many laps. That's pretty close, so I'd be interested to know myself. But that's why we watch it. We'll see how it all plays out, see who can make it, who can. Of course, a caution coming out at any point now to the end of this race would pretty much negate that completely. But that is a great question. I don't get fuel run information, so I don't know what that'll be. Alan Wernicke looking to the inside of Travis Bieber, gonna take that position away and finds himself back in the 6th place. Definitely going to need a caution to get back into this in a race-winning position, but should be able to drive up through a couple more cars at the rate that he is going. Battle for second is still going on, as Michael Kostic finally was wondering if anybody was going to step up and show that they had speed more than anybody else. And right now, this is the separation of this long run. I mean, about 40 laps on this set of tires right now, and Kostic able to drive up through the field. Now he has got a 2-second lead as these two battle back and forth. And Cofield looks to be a little bit better than the 32 at this point. Jason Warren extremely fast from the get-go on fresh tires. But it's starting to fade a little bit. He was doing a lot of fighting. And when you race really, really hard, that is hard on the tires. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm interested to know myself, so I am going to mute myself. I'm going to jump down and see if I can find some information on this fuel. I'll become my own pit reporter, and I'll be right back. Well, all right. Yeah, it looks like everybody is good to go on fuel. So, looks like we won't have to worry about any kind of fuel strategy here as far as from the drivers that I've talked to. So, looks like fuel is all good. But, man, Michael Kostic showing his strength. Of course, two teammates, Mike Kostic, Jonathan Cofield, That team is a very, very strong team right now. I have trouble remembering what the team name is. I believe it's Bandits Motorsports. So look out for these guys in almost every series. They are really showing a lot of strength here lately. Had a fantastic run in the Grand National Series right before this race. Oh my goodness, Jason Warren is dang on sideways off the quarter. Really laying down some rubber here. We've got about 22 laps to go. Kevin Kenner says hammer down then. That's right. No saving fuel this run. And Andy Kurtz starting to mow these guys back down. Andy faster than anybody on the track last lap. So just a pendulum swing back and forth here in this race. You can hear the throttle, definitely working that throttle, not able to get back into it probably as quickly as he was. Just having to work it a little bit. You see them working that wheel too as Jason Warren gets loose off the corner. That's why I love these cars. They're just a fun car to drive. You can wheel it. It's got enough power to get the car loose. Just a lot of fun. Last lap, the top four ran the exact same lap time. That's incredible. Andy Kurtz peeks down to the inside. And Jason Warren going to have a run off this corner. Let's see if Kurtz can use that dog leg to complete the pass. Doesn't look like he's quite there just yet, but as he goes down into turn one, should be able to complete that pass. And able to come out. Takes back control of third place. Andy about 1.7 seconds off of Jonathan Cofield and about 3.75 off the lead. Right now, Michael Cossack. He picked the perfect time too with 16 laps to go. Bring up the lap time history and see if Cofield's been able to make up any time, and just look how close they are. Never a tenth difference either way, so they are running almost exact same lap times. We'll see the time as they cross the line. Almost dead even again. So these guys are just laying down consistently the same lap time, which is good for Cossack, not so good for Jonathan Cofield. We'll keep our eye on that as we only have 14 laps to go. Cossack is coming up on some lap traffic here that will something he'll have to work through. But this battle right here has been going on for a while. Looks like Allen finally going to get around Cody Bain, but it's a good battle for a few laps. Hate that I missed it, but let's go back here and check in on Matt Clement and Greg Barnett side by side. This battle for position for 12th place. Greg Barnett has gained 8th position from the start of the race, man, having a great run. And Matt Clement getting around him for 12th. he looks to try to run down the 99, the commissioner himself. Only 12 laps to go. He's going to have to get with it. Good recovery for the 19. We saw him lock the brakes up and get into that second or third wreck. I can't remember which one. Able to get that car fixed and in position to maybe try to lock down a top 10 here. Up a little bit further, we talked about Travis Beaver. He was up in that lead group, but we saw him putting a lot of stress on that right rear tire. The rears in general has fallen back just a little bit. Last season's champion, Charles Stevens, right in front of him, and Brandon Pollack right behind. Drivers didn't qualify very well, but are really making it up in the race. Brandon Pollack, at this moment, up 9 spots. He's looking to make it 10. Charles Stevens has improved his position 12 times in this race. But 9 laps to go here as we go back and check the lead up here as he is dealing with lap traffic. And Cofield able to cut into that lead just a little bit. We'll go look at this again. You'll see a couple tenths the last 2 laps he's been able to do with this lap traffic. The problem is Cofield's going to have to go through the same lap traffic and deal with the same thing here. Somebody's coming down pit road. Who is that? Oh, Aaron Adcock coming down pit road. Don't know if this is scheduled or not sure, but coming down pit road. All eyes on Michael Kostick with 7 laps to go. He's having a good run earlier in the Grand National race, and I'm not sure what happened to him, but he ended up maybe getting spun, or not sure what happened, but didn't have the finish he probably deserved or wanted. But right now looking extremely strong as he's going to go to the inside of Jason Lottridge. Looks like Travis Beaver, same car, but that's the number 48 version. So far, Kostick doing a great job with the traffic. Oh, we see Lottridge get into the wall. Cofield not able to really gain anything, just maintain, as they have pulled away from the other drivers. Five laps coming to 4 laps to go. Without a caution, I just don't know if anybody's going to be able to run down this 3 car, as he is just extremely fast right now, making quick work of these lap cars. Go back here to 5th place. Jason Warren falling back a little bit. Alan Reneke going forward. And this is for 4th position. Alan Reneke definitely looks to be a little bit faster, but Jason Warren fighting hard. It's a good run off the corner, able to maintain so far. We'll see if Alan's able to do anything with him. Matt Clement able to get around Brandon Wallace. Nose to tail these 2 drivers are. Oh, was Colton Lanford sitting sideways on the track. We stayed green, thank goodness. Michael Kostick had probably a drop out of his blood pressure if he saw that. As Matt Clement gets in the wall behind. Go back and watch this battle. Alan Reneke trying to make this pass work. It's a good run through the middle of this corner. Gonna have a tough time getting the run off though. See if he's able to make it work. You see him working that steering wheel inside. Still side by side. White flag is out for Michael Kostick. Goes down into turn 1 and 2. Just needs to be mistake-free. He's got plenty of time. About 2.5 seconds now. He's got a lead over Jonathan Cofield as he comes down into 3 and 4. No issues for the 3 cars. He's able to start in 3rd and finish on the top spot. Michael Kostick going to take the win here tonight. And the battle between Alan Warnecki and Jason Warren. Alan able to get that position and come home in 4th place. Michael Kostick, though, with the win. Jonathan Cofield finishes 2nd, and Andy Kurtz recovers, work his way back up through there, and gets a 3rd place finish. So, man, I'll tell you what, a fantastic race. I've really enjoyed that a lot. Looks like it was a lot of fun. Had a great run there at the end to finish that one off. So, well, let's go ahead and look at the results while we're waiting on everybody to get done wrecking each other. As we look, of course, we know Michael Kostick with the win. Jonathan Cofield finishes 2nd. Andy Kurtz 3rd. Alan Warnecki 4th. Jason Warren 5th. Cody Bames 6th. Charles Stevens Jr. 7th. Travis Bieber 8th. Brandon Pollock 9th. Tyler Rice 10th. Greg Barnett 11th. Brandon Wallace finishes 12th. Matt Clement finishes 13th. Steve McDonald 14th. Josh Oswald 15th. Jason Lottridge 16th. Chuck Phelps 17th. 18th. Greg Froenig. 19th. Colton Lanford. 20th. Aaron Adcock. And 21st is Kieran Church. Kieran made it all 5 laps, so tough night for him. But, man, what a fantastic race all around. Probably going to be some hurt feelings after that race, but just a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and get these interviews going. We'll start, of course, with 3rd place finisher Andy Kurtz. We'll get him up here and see what he thought about this race. Andy, this Eddie in the booth. You got me?
What's up, Eddie? I got you.
Man, I got to say, dude, I don't know what it was like from your point of view, but one of the most fun races that I've got to broadcast in a while. You guys really put on a show all night long. There were a few cautions, but man, just a constant battle. I mean, you were up there battling for the lead, and then a couple laps later, you were back in 6th, and it was just this constant back and forth. But you were able to recover and get back to a 3rd place finish. But of course, as always, tell me about your race, man. I want to hear it from your point of view.
Yeah, man. No, it was cool, and it's always, it's awesome. I love these cars. This is a fun track. Yeah, just kind of hopped in here. I wasn't too, I guess, confident in knowing kind of how to race everyone aggressively, and I mean that's what we were doing up at the front there for most of the race until the tires really fell off. But yeah, that was a ton of fun. Learned that I think the middle, the higher lane in turn 1 and 2 is probably the way to go, and I was kind of getting burned on the bottom, trying to make some moves there because I wanted to be on the bottom in turn 3 then on people, but I didn't really trust myself to haul it in there underneath someone and not wreck them, so I couldn't really be as aggressive as I probably it should have been. But no, that was a great run by Kostick. He was pulling away there at the end. Felt like my tires were gone, and he did a great job saving. So congrats to him.
Yeah, I mean, we'll watch from your point of view, but even on old tires, it just seemed like you could still wheel the car pretty well. Just fighting for grip off the corner. Is that kind of what you were dealing with? Just trying to find that grip to get a run down the straightaways?
Yeah, for sure. I was trying to get a good run off. I keep forgetting which which turns they are at this track. Turn 1 and 2. I was trying to get a good run off turn 2. But it was really loose like the whole run. I know I raced here more in the trucks in the past, and I know the truck's pretty loose coming out of turn 2 on cold tires, but car felt like that the whole run. It was pretty loose, which was a lot of fun, and you could really, like you said, you could really wheel it. But yeah, it was loose there, and then it was really tight in 3 and 4. So it was a tough battle trying to search around and find speed, but a ton of fun.
Well, you made it. Yeah, you made it a nice show. I mean, all the drivers up at the front, man. I could not turn the camera away. I turned it, try to show some other folks, and then I have to come right back as there'd be a battle for the lead or pass for second or something. So, big kudos to y'all, man. Put on a show, a lot of fun, and as always, man, who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs? Who helps you get around the track?
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, big shout out to you. I really enjoy your broadcast, going back and watching them. I was checking out the old Darlington broadcast earlier today. Little bored at work today, so that was that was a lot of fun. So probably go check this one out too again. And yeah, I want to thank everyone who puts this league on and lets us do this a couple nights a week. I know it's a bunch of stuff behind the scenes just to let us do this. So big shout out to them. I want to thank Warren and his School of Racing Etiquette, Flexible Freight Solutions, Cofield, Asphalt Refinishing, Rebels Racing Network, and Chuck, Peg Leg Felts.
Well, all right, man. Well, congratulations on your third place finish. We'll see you. We'll see you next week.
All right, thanks, man.
There you have it, third place finish for Andy Kurtz. What a great guy, man! Just always positive. I know everybody gets mad and gets frustrated, but Andy, one of the guys, just won't show it. He gets wrecked, and he's like, "Oh man, it's all good." Never really seen him get upset. So big fan of Andy Kurtz. But let's bring Cofield in here. Jonathan Cofield, Zeddy, the booth. You got me?
Hey, Eddie.
Man, good race. Another good race. Another good finish from you. You're getting 2 interviews in a night. That's pretty dang good, I think. Started second, finished second. Dropped back a little bit on that first run. What happened there on that first run? You kind of lost some track position, had to fight your way back up towards the front.
Well, I got a EOL for jumping the restart at Daytona, so I had to start in the rear. And just trying to save my tires and slowly get past everybody. I think the first caution I gained 4 spots, and we almost had a second caution, and I think 3 or 4 guys had to check up, so I got them spots. And then by the time we got that second caution, I think I was 11th on that last restart, just saving my tires.
Well, you were able to work. I didn't know you had an EOL, but yeah. So I mean, even better, you're able to work your way back up to the field. There was like a 3 or 4 car breakaway. You and Allen able to kind of run them back down, and man, just worked your way through those drivers. And there at the end, it just needed a caution maybe to fight your teammate a little bit there, but wasn't able to get it. But from starting from the rear, finishing in second, that's a pretty dang good finish in my book.
Oh, yeah.
But it seemed like the racing was a lot of fun here. Iowa's just a garbage track, but it seemed like Phoenix and these cars uh, offered a little bit better racing than the Grand National Series earlier. Do you think it was a lot more fun? It looked like it was a lot more fun out there.
I think they were about the same. I love Iowa. I mean, last season in Arca Series, I won that race by a pretty good margin. Just flat tracks, rolling the corner. I just like that kind of stuff. And I think if Warren, me and him got side by side for 5 laps for second, I think if he wouldn't have held me up a little bit there, which it was fun. I believe I could have given Michael a run for his money, maybe.
Well, second place after starting in the back, that's a show of strength for sure. And a good 1-2 for Bandits. That's a pretty good put everybody on notice to know that you two are going to be the ones to beat. But fantastic race, Jonathan. Always good to race you and always good to watch you race. And good second place finish. Who you got to thank? Any sponsor shout outs?
Oh yeah, you for doing the broadcast. Had a ball racing with you earlier in the night. Warren School of Racing Etiquette, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Rebels Racing Network, Flexible Freight Solutions, all the admins, Brandon Wallace for putting on this awesome series, original Rebels Racing League. Anybody can win at any moment. Everybody's fast in here. It's just have to tune in next time and see who gets it.
Absolutely. Well, all right, man. Well, congratulations on the second place finish. It's 2 seconds in a night. That's pretty dang good. We'll talk to you next week, Jonathan.
Thank you, Eddie.
Well, all right. Well, let's get the man of the hour, Michael Kosick, in here, who I said from the very beginning of the race when they were all running together, I said, man, somebody has got to separate themselves from this group. And Michael, you were the only one to be able to do that and separated yourself there on that long run and able to get the win. Congratulations. Tell me, how were you able to do it?
Well, I wasn't really fast on the short run, so I was just trying to stick with them and wait for the tires to wear out a little bit and be able to capitalize.
Well, you're able to get that done. I'm always impressed with your long run speed and your ability to just, not burn your stuff up, keep yourself in the hunt. And once you took the lead, man, that was all she wrote. Warren and Cofield were side by side for a few laps, let you kind of scoot away, and your teammate just not had enough time to maybe make an effort. But y'all were running such close lap times. All you had to do was maintain. So did a great job there. A lot of fun to watch y'all race. Talk about what it's like to race with 6 drivers nose to tail, battling out for the lead.
Um, yeah, I mean it's tight, especially at a place like Phoenix. You just gotta. I was just making sure I wasn't running into the people in front of me and trying not to get run over at the same time. But everybody in here is pretty good. Give each other enough room.
Well, congratulations again, Mike. Just a blast. I love this series and I love watching y'all race it. And Bandits putting on a show tonight, 1-2 finish. Looks like Steve McDonald with a 14th place. So good showing out of you guys. So congratulations on the win as always, man. Who you got to thank? Any sponsors or shout outs?
Yeah, Warren School of Racing Etiquette, Flexible Freight Solutions, Cofield Asphalt Refinishing, Kinder Farm and Ranch, my teammates Cofield and McDonald, and Rebels Racing Network, and you for doing the broadcast. It's always a good time to go back and watch it.
Well, definitely appreciate that. Big fan of you, Mike. I'm really glad to see this win. Congratulations, and hope to see you win a couple more.
All right, thanks, man.
Well, there's your winner, Mike Kostick. Another great race in the Rebels Arca series. I want to thank Brandon Wallace for putting this on, everybody for watching, Kevin Kinder, and everybody who was active in chat. Definitely always appreciate y'all. If you go back and watch this, I hope you enjoyed it. I tried to give you all the action that I could, but it was hard to really phone in on one particular thing, man. I just always impressed on how well these guys race. So, a great night, great finish. Looking forward to the rest of the season and just another great race here in the Rebels Arc series. So thank everybody for watching, and we will see y'all next week.